you need a pretty large penis for that to happen, I would imagine.
My
penis ain't flying out of my shorts.
Most
guys
were
all over this guy.
Most guys with wrenches don't compete in decathlons.
Yeah, he was about to win the decathlon. Instead, his giant schlong.
Never have I worried about running and being like, I hope my penis doesn't fly out. No, it's staying pretty put.
If your penis is that big, you don't have to train that hard.
You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey!
Oh, yeah! Good morning!
And welcome to episode 1014 of Hard Factor. It's another What the Fuck Wednesday. This time, August 10th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us today. Mark's got great news for all of the hosts and people like the hosts in the cup of coffee in the big time.
That's right. You're going to have to wait about 25 minutes to figure out exactly what I mean there.
Ooh, I'm
What's
very
you mean
excited.
by like the hosts? I bet you guys have some ideas, but do you know what I'm talking about?
Fat people?
Fat?
Right. That's
Fat white guys?
white guys with facial hair. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Sort of.
Okay. Nice. It's been a long time since we had some good news, really. I mean, well,
So long.
yeah.
This is good news. You'll have to wait. It's good news.
We have like little spurts of good news. Wes has a story of revenge from China on deck.
That's right. This is fucked up. It's What the Fuck Wednesday. This is a What the Fuck.
Nice. And I'm in the hole with listener submitted stories from Ukraine, Germany, and Colombia in the TikTok international moment to jet out of this episode today. Last reminder, probably, because I'm probably going to go ahead and flip them over when I remember this today. Episode 1000 challenge. We picked our favorite 8 Patreon shows at patreon.com/hardfactor. Go in there, check them out, video and audio, so you can sample it all, see what it's like, and then you can sign up for sending the card tier, the top tier.
That's right.
So you can get trivia
too.
too.
To be clear, because the Corey Bruce, our Canadian friend, his friend wanted to check out the free episodes. It's easy. You just go to patreon.com/hardfactor or patreon.com and search for Hard Factor. Once it's easy. You'll see our logo. You just click in there. Our pinned post at the top has all 8 shows in it. Just click on the pinned post or filter by public post.
Yep.
So just go to
If you just go
patreon.com/hardfactor.
all posts too.
Click on that pinned top post. It's titled like free Patreon shit or whatever, and then you can listen to them for like.
There it is.
You
Normally
can't
behind
find it,
the
you're a
wall.
moron.
Yeah.
It should be pretty easy.
If you can't
should be
find it, you're
pretty
not
easy.
going to like the last story I have today in the Cream of the Crop.
Right. If you can't find it, you're going to have a hard time logging onto the Discord server because that also
yeah.
comes with patreon.com/hardfactor. That's a separate app. So you'd have to create some
We don't wanna
some
walk you
credentials
through it.
there as well. So
Also,
But it's worth
Snapchat.
it. worth it.
Snapchat. We are up and running on Snapchat, and
Look at that.
so we're gonna be posting some content on there. Funny little Snapchat filters, which is what Snapchat is for.
Dick pics.
Yeah, why not?
Wes is doing some power sigs on there. It looks like, or basically.
Yeah, I posted our intern extraordinaire Jackson has been on our ass to get some stuff up there, so I appeased
Thank
him
you, Jackson.
today. Yes,
Thank you, Jackson.
Yes.
And now they want us to do more live streams. And Eric and Greg, thank you all. Thank you all. We will get more live streams going. It is midterm season after all, is it not, fellas?
It
Elections
is.
on the way. So there's going to be some nights where we stay up too late tracking elections that we probably won't even see the end of because of mail-in ballots.
Such is life, but those are the fun nights.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Are they?
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty fun.
I guess.
You don't like hanging out at night, cracking jokes till you're delirious? Come on.
It's probably not as fun for Wes anymore that he's not drinking, you know? That
Yeah.
back in the day.
Well, yeah, back in the day, it was an excuse to stay up all night. And
Right.
drink.
That
Now-
it's yeah. Alcohol is like live stream fuel.
Might see a few coffee
some
cup
points.
sips from
Right,
me
yeah.
during those.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of Joe this time around,
you
but
drink
that
your
means we'll be
coffee at 2
more
in the morning.
jittery,
Yeah.
and probably the takes will be a lot harder. So
That's right.
Fair enough.
We'll be there.
Any more housekeeping, or should we do some news stuff?
no, I got nothing.
Okay. Well, then I'll hit this button.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
So we got honorable mentions. You can look forward to something for people like the host at the end, the cream of the crop. But before we get to all that, let's do the joke of the day.
Oh, nice.
And this one comes. These are from Sean in the Discord. I'm not going to use his full name. He suggested they might be too raunchy for the podcast.
Okay.
And I took offense to that, Michael Jordan verbal meme style. They're also very funny, so keep up the good work, Sean. And first one, what do you call a gay dinosaur?
Oh, I know this one. A lesbian dinosaur?
No, gay dinosaur.
Oh.
It's a gay male dinosaur.
Like a lot of dick?
A Lickodickosaurus? Yeah.
Close. A megasaurus.
Megas.
Okay, you're on the right track. What do you call a lesbian dinosaur?
A lickalotopus.
A lickalotopus.
There it is. Nice one, Sean.
I will say there was one from Garrett in there that was strong, but also almost made me throw up. So I won't say it. Some people might be eating or may have just ate. So you got to go in the Discord, patreon.com/hardfactor if you want to see that one from Garrett. It's
Corey's
something.
friend,
I
just
imagine
DM
it's
us. We'll
gem.
teach you how to log in. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something. Okay.
What were you saying, Wes?
I said, imagine it's a gem from Garrett.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, but it got 6 throw up emojis.
I was one of them.
Yeah, yeah. That was.
I blocked it out of. I don't even remember what it was. I blocked it out of my mind. That's how disgusted I was with this joke.
Okay. Let's do the honorable mentions. I was gonna start off today's mentions with incredible news, but I found out about 15 minutes before recording that the viral tweet about Chick-Fil-A starting to serve chicken wings that Greg Riley sent us at test markets in Nashville was fake.
Oh, well, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Why would somebody make that? That's so. I hate when somebody makes a fake thing that would be awesome, or maybe they're just trying to make it happen. You know?
Well, we're gonna get to that. Yeah, I think that hopefully that's what's gonna happen out of it. It's like, have you seen TikTok? Like guys like will talk about new shows on Netflix that sound awesome, and they just completely made them up.
Right.
And then you're like searching for them. You're like, oh, it doesn't exist. Yeah, they get everywhere.
That's a great prank.
Yeah, so this was just a picture of like wings that they didn't even look that great. First of all, okay,
They didn't.
And then they
it was
had
dry rub.
Yeah, they didn't even look that great. And then they had a Chick-fil-A sticker on them, and then the caption said like Chick-fil-A is starting to sell chicken wings in test markets in Nashville. Turns out that it's just a restaurant that sells wings that's owned by the Chick-fil-A restaurant group. So sometimes they slap like Chick-fil-A stickers on it. This restaurant's been around forever. Chick-fil-A said, no, we don't have any intentions on selling wings. And some asshole wrote that caption. Although, Will, like you said, the viralness of that tweet might make one of those bozos at corporate wake up.
I'd eat Chick-fil-A wings right away.
Yeah.
Would you though? I mean, what's the best like fast wing that you've ever had? I think they all pretty much suck. Like,
I mean,
unless you
the
go to
only
like a wing restaurant.
No,
Wing
Wingstop's
restaurants.
okay. Wingstop's okay.
I
I mean, like it's just it's everywhere. You
But
can
that's
get-
even like
can
you
get
have to
wings
go
fast.
in and fucking and pick up your order or it gets delivered to you, whatever. This is like a drive-through.
I mean, look.
But they would
I'll
just have
wait-
to have them
I'll wait the
rotated.
5
They have
minutes.
to have them ready.
Yeah.
You know, like fries. Like fries, you just have to have them ready to go. Like you couldn't. You have to just keep rotating new wings all day.
Yeah.
You're saying you don't want them to serve
Get the flow
wings?
right.
I'm saying that I don't think it would be successful, and I think that if I was, I would
would
stick to my favorites at Chick-fil-A, even if they did serve wings.
So you're saying you're going tenders or nuggets over wings, anyways.
Absolutely,
You wouldn't even try. I mean, just football.
I would
season coming
try
up.
them, but I think they would fail.
I guess they all.
But
college football season.
A lot of
for them.
people doing ketosis and fatathon coming up, so wings. Think about it.
Wings. Ranch plays in ketosis. So instead, let's talk about the Donald Trump Mar-a-Lago FBI raid. I guess.
Right.
Chick-fil-A and everyone. Jeez. Turns out the FBI, I guess, was targeting some confidential papers that Trump took from the White House when he left office and classified documents that have to be transferred to the National Archives. The presidents aren't allowed to take them, but he did apparently. We aren't really sure exactly what the DOJ and FBI were after, and now former politicians burned by the DNC are turning on them faster than the chicken wings would be rotated at a Chick-fil-A, as Andrew Yang and Andrew Cuomo came out and said, hey, what the hell, FBI? You got to tell us why you raided Trump.
I couldn't believe Cuomo when he
Yeah.
came out with that one.
Oh, he's burned. He's so mad, dude.
Has
He's
he
so mad.
said anything in the last
No.
year besides this?
He's going to be coming after the DNC. He's so mad. This
He's
one
trying to
by
ride
Yang,
the train.
Yeah, this one by Yang got him trending #1 on Twitter for a little while.
Oh,
he said,
shit.
"I'm no Trump fan. I want him as far away from the White House as possible. But a fundamental part of his appeal has been that him against a corrupt government establishment. This raid strengthens that case for millions of Americans who will see this as an unjust persecution.
And so does that
It's
tweet,
like we were
Yang.
saying.
Yeah. And
It's
then,
like we were saying, man.
Yang
Like,
did him a favor with that one.
Right, exactly. And is it on purpose?
that got like 80,000 retweets. Yang is also just trying to get attention. Nipple-pierced sex addict and former governor of New York, Handsy Andy Cuomo, tried to remain relevant as well, tweeting out, DOJ must immediately explain the reason for its raid, and it must be more than a search for inconsequential archives, or it will be viewed as a political tactic and undermine any future credible investigation and legitimacy of January 6th investigations. I was just kissing them on the cheeks. I'm Italian. That's what he tweeted.
Yeah, is he party flipping here, or is he just?
I think he's just mad.
He's just mad that he got shat out the toilet by the party leadership.
He might be angling for a job like his brother used to have, just like a pundit,
on TV.
Like
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Because he's done, I guess, politically, right? However,
What do you guys think, though? I mean, like, is this a thing where you think they've got the goods to get something on Trump on a conviction, or is this like giving him a little feather in his cap because they want him to run?
What could he possibly have that would put him in jail for a long time? It's going to be a slap on the wrist, if anything, I would imagine, if it's just like a National Archives deal. Like,
Right.
didn't he take some like photos too, like some pieces of art or something from the White House? Like, that's a slap on the wrist, and it only makes his base riled up and stand behind him more because he's being persecuted.
The person that won the comments is the DNC's darling, the woman who stole the candidacy with the DNC's help from Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton. She kept on the team on track by promoting her emails merchandise, which she said, is a very opportune time. She said every But Her Emails hat or shirt that's sold will go to Onward Together Partners Defending Democracy, blah, blah, blah. She linked her thing. And I'm going to tell you, this raid's given me major Hillary email vibes. I think she nailed it.
But
didn't they find the emails?
Yeah, but she didn't get in trouble. That's what I'm saying. Like,
right.
The FBI did this. It caused a big stink, and then nothing really came of it for her. She didn't win the presidency. Certainly didn't help her win the presidency, but she didn't get, like, arrested or anything.
Right, but in the opposite way, this is helping Trump, which is weird for her to then say donate to the DNC or whatever.
She's just mocking the whole thing, and she's trying to get her merchandise sold.
By the way, Hillary Clinton looking kind of fuckable.
Well, that was when she was young.
Well, when she was young, she was
how young was she there?
She was probably 55.
Okay. Well, I mean, geez.
Yeah, Onward Together is her pack, so she wants you to donate
30?
to the Democratic Party.
I mean, God.
So,
well, she was keeping it on track for the DNC, unlike Cuomo. Jeez, that turncoat. Anyways, who knows? We'll keep you updated, I guess. When we find out stuff, because that's what we do. Right now, it seems like nothing going on right now.
Yeah, they just gave Trump a giant boost in the polls. Basically,
great for Trump.
Yeah. Currently, great for Trump. We'll see what happens there.
I mean, but if Merrick Garland, for me, like Merrick Garland, I wouldn't have done it if I was him unless I had something good, because if he gets burned by Trump again, he is going to go down as like a piece of human toast in political history.
It's got to play out. It's not. We don't know anything yet.
Yeah, we don't know anything yet, but he better have something up his sleeve. Otherwise, he's put himself behind the 8 ball.
Let's move on until they have something. In sports news, the Bears can't keep their best player happy, and they already stink, so that's not good. Former 8th overall pick and guy averaging over 100 tackles a season, linebacker extraordinaire Roquan Smith is demanding a trade from the Bears. The self-described homegrown Bear that wanted to play in Chicago his whole life has not been at any practices yet. He's missed 10 days of practice and is demanding a trade because they aren't paying him what he wants. He's in the last year of his rookie contract, and they're not paying him.
Russell Wilson situation.
What do you mean they're not paying him?
He's the best. They're not giving him a new contract, Wes, and he's the best, arguably the best inside linebacker in the league.
And so certainly the Bears' best player, they stink. They can't lose that guy because they stink with him. Can you imagine how bad
they need to build around him, probably, right?
Well, I mean, last year, you remember they got rid of Khalil Mack and Allen Robinson? What are they doing over there?
Well, those guys are older in their career, right? But at least this guy's like on his rookie deal. This is kind of crazy. And he's, his position is basically the captain of the defense. So
good news, Bears. You're probably going to get the first overall pick next year because you suck.
Is he really going to go somewhere? Do you think?
I mean, he's not practicing. And even if he plays, they're going to be like 3-14. Like, they're awful.
That's true. Who's their quarterback?
Justin, the guy that sucks.
Oh, Justin Fields.
Yeah, Fields. He's terrible.
Huh. Yeah. Fascinating.
Yeah. Wes.
Yeah.
You agree, Wes?
Yeah, what do you think, Wes? Where should Roquan
I
go?
think the Bears. Are
Well, I think anyone that plays in a cold city is a moron.
He's a Chicago Bear.
It's half the league.
Yeah,
Bunch
I
of
think anyone
slubs.
that isn't demanding a trade to Tampa
On the Dolphins,
is an
San
idiot.
Diego. How do they keep these guys?
I think he'd look good in burgundy and gold.
Yeah,
We'll
the
see.
Commanders could use him too. Everyone could. All right, next up. I'm a liar, okay? Y'all probably know that if you've listened for more than a week. I say things, and I probably mean them at the time, and then I go ahead and completely contradict myself. Whatever. That's just the way it is sometimes, and that's the way it is right now.
Is it lying if you're just being stupid, though?
No.
Because that's how I do it. That's how
you
I
believe
I'm
it.
tricking myself.
It's just
Yeah, you-
stupidity, right?
You believe it, yeah.
Yeah, I believe it at the time. That's that's the way it is right motherfucking now with the Live Golf Tour. I said I'd stop talking about it, but the wheel has other plans because the Live allegedly is on the verge of signing the best player in the world, in my opinion, currently, the reigning Players Champion and reigning British Open champion, Cameron Smith.
Ooh,
Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that stringy mustache and mullet combo.
He's
Incredible.
28 years old. He's got great hair. Wildly popular. He's Australian, but I think currently lives in Florida.
Nice.
And he's also in the Saudis' pocket.
I mean, if you saw his interview
money.
at the British Open talking about how his team makes the decisions, you knew this was coming, but it's
Death
huge.
sentence for the
Yeah.
PGA Tour.
It really is.
He's like their hottest young star, basically. Who's
He's the
ahead of
best.
him in the ranking?
he's
Scheffler's
top 5 in the
only
world.
guy ranked ahead of him, but he's better than Scheffler right now.
He's
hotter.
way more fun to watch than Scheffler.
He's like the
Well,
guy.
and they got DJ walking down the middle of the links with that
Swinging
confident
it.
stride.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
This is like really bad for the PGA Tour. It's the worst.
Kepka's
news
going to
yet.
be doing like fucking bench presses like next to the green. It's
Yeah.
or
got
or
all
next
the-
next to the tee box. Sorry. Pump it up right before. Will
It's
Brooks
a
be able to tee off shirtless at the Live Tour
or DeChambeau
or
both of them.
DeChambeau? Both of them back to back.
To
Yeah.
your point, well, they have all the personalities. You know, DeChambeau, love him or hate him as a personality. Brooks is a personality. Now they got Cameron Smith. You got a bunch of
Kind
boring
of
guys.
dud. I think the
PGA.
guys that like Brooks and DeChambeau are pretty boring. Yeah, they hit the ball a long way,
Wow.
but they need someone like a
But
Joel
chicks
Damon
dig the long ball
or
lots,
like
you know that.
I mean, Cameron Smith's a big one because he makes a ton of birdies and he's fun to watch. But the other guys they have on there kind of. So like DJ, he's like boring as fuck.
Wes is hanging on to that PGA. He's a PGA
Wes likes that.
homer.
Wes likes
Listen.
Wes likes the tradition. You know
Yeah,
the
he
tradition
I
like any
do.
other.
I do love the tradition. I think.
Hates the Live.
But I understand the young guys they owe nothing to the PGA. Like but the older guys that are like Phil Mickelson, piece of shit. Like
Oh yeah, rich piece of shit.
He made so much
that
money
rich
off of
piece of shit.
He probably.
I mean,
gets a
I would do the
commission on
same
every-
exact thing,
Of course
but
you
fuck.
would.
Yeah,
Of course you would.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the remaining top guys' excuses for staying are they want to play the best in the world and don't care about the money. Each day, it's looking more and more like those guys, like the Rory McIlroys, who've been saying that type of shit. Will be able to have their cake and eat it too because the Liv's roster is gonna be better if it's not already after this Cameron Smith move.
If they get Max Homa or Joel Damon, they're going to be sitting real pretty because those guys are personalities that you want to pay attention to, like on social media. They're
It's
funny.
bad. It's
Yeah.
bad for the PGA. Yo.
Yeah.
It's not looking good. And that's
Sounds
last
pretty
time.
bad.
Last time I'll talk about the Live until the next time I do.
Well,
All
we
right.
will again because it's like seems like it's gonna be like we got to go to like an event because it seems like it's fun.
Oh, we gotta
unlike
go
the
to an
PGA.
event.
I mean, like it seems awesome,
Yeah,
honestly.
I'm a Live guy.
I mean, like
Sorry.
imagine getting like a box seat at the Live thing. Like it's got to be so fun. It's got to be amazing.
Oh, it's a fucking party, yeah.
Yeah.
They hand out Miller Lite like to fans. Like they've got hot chicks. They've got hot chicks handing out Miller Lite to fans. That's what
I'm
they
in.
do over there.
Cart
so-
girls like in the crowd,
Yeah,
just
it's free,
walking
yeah.
around.
Yeah, I'm so fucked up. I would bring a suitcase to it to make fun of Khashoggi and have beers in it. Just pull
Oh,
beers out of a
man.
suitcase and try to
Oh
fuck it.
man.
Oh no,
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Live sounds awesome. All right, delete your Facebook. Delete Facebook was trending #1 for a whole while yesterday, and that's because it was revealed that Facebook handed over back-end access and specifically private Facebook messages to Nebraska police from a 17-year-old girl's Facebook account who is now being charged along with her mother for having an illegal abortion in Nebraska.
Oh,
I don't
damn.
really want to talk abortion, but I do want to talk, is it okay for Facebook to be handing over private messages and stuff?
Data sharing.
Yeah.
That's interesting. What you got to know about data sharing with the police is that typically, from what I understand, like Google and Facebook and all those people will share that data. The only company I know that will not unlock stuff is Apple, at least historically.
Right.
It's crazy. I mean, maybe if a terrorist cell or a mass shooter, but I mean, still, it's a slippery slope.
It's under the same kind of like realm, though. I think as far as like someone's breaking the law. I mean, as shitty of a law as you might think it is a law.
When you sign those terms, right? Unfortunately, they come with a lot more weight than you realize they do when you just sign up for any app or any kind of website. But it's all part of the Fourth Amendment kind of not existing because of the internet. And so, like, they need to.
Oh man! Speaking of the Fourth Amendment, Ezra Miller's video when he got arrested.
Oh, I bet he loves. He's screaming about the Fourth Amendment.
Rights
I mean,
violated.
look, it's true. It's true. He's right. But
he also aggressively was screaming for badge numbers. I need your badge number now. Full name and badge number. And he was carrying around a Nerf gun.
I didn't see that shit.
Yeah,
oh man. But although Ezra Miller seems to have definitely lost his mind, he's correct about the way that the internet has affected the Fourth Amendment, which is illegal search and seizure. Right. So illegal search and seizure is a hell of a lot easier to do on people who have all of their information signed up into all these apps that they say, yes, you can give my shit over to the government if they ask you for it.
That's got me thinking, right? Like,
yeah.
Now I'm wondering what I've sent on Facebook and Instagram. I certainly haven't Christy Elliott myself or admitted to felonies because I'm not a felonious fella. But what words have I used? Definitely probably some minor weed and drug purchase stuff at a minimum, right? Like, what have I private messaged?
Well, with the IRS might get access to that now with all those 87,000.
That's right.
They start combing DMs looking for transactions.
Message saying,
shake you down.
I got heavy on the deductions last year.
It is fucked up though that they could choose not to in that certain case.
Well, it's fucked up. It's all fucked up down the line, man. It's fucked up that the corporation shares with it. It's fucked up that Uncle Sam is expecting it. It's fucked up. It's fucked up the amount of things they can do to you in terms of. So like I've heard stuff about what you can do to people in terms of accessing their phones. You know, as if you're law enforcement.
What about like smart TVs and shit, Alexas?
Right. So, and you know, the NSA can see basically any camera they want. So it's like, you know, there's
luckily I'm just the perfect citizen.
Look, privacy. We also talked about shout out to the old McAfee interview. Go watch that one. We talked about privacy with him before he got suicided in Spain. So,
according to court records, Celeste Burgess, 17 years old, and her mother Jessica Burgess bought medication called Pregnot, that's a kind of a funny name, Pregnot, designed to end pregnancy, and did so for Celeste after the current legal allowed time frame in the state of Nebraska. And police found out this information strictly from Facebook private messages from Celeste that Facebook turned over to police upon request. Now Jessica, the mom, is charged with 5 crimes, 3 felonies, and 2 misdemeanors. Celeste is charged with 1 felony and 2 misdemeanors, and she's being tried as an adult even though she was 17 at the time, all based on reading the private messages saying she was having an abortion. That's scary. Don't even think just abortion, as this does not seem limited to that. And I'm certainly not trying to diminish that either, especially after you hear how sexist I'm about to get in the cream of the crop. I'm just saying, girl or guy, think Facebook gets a search warrant request for any presumed crime you are suspected of. You don't have to be guilty, just suspected of it. And then all of a sudden you're under arrest for shit you typed in a private message, and your whole world is fucked. And at a minimum, you're probably losing your current job and you're spending, $50,000 in legal fees depending on the crime. It's like, no thanks.
But she's gonna this girl's probably gonna get some very free pro bono.
I don't even want to look at this case individually. I'm talking about the larger.
I mean, guys.
Well, then you got to be careful. I mean, this is actually a good thing that happened out there now. Unfortunately for this girl, but now you fucking know.
Yeah,
guys, you got to just admit the facts. Unfortunately, which is we all should have listened to Ezra Miller more closely.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay.
Unfortunate. It's a hard truth to swallow.
I'm about to join Ezra's Icelandic cult. And that takes us to
the cream of the crop.
And today's story, as promised, might be the most important story we've ever done. A new study published by the extremely reputable BMJ Journal. You've all heard of it, I'm sure.
BMJ,
conducted by several.
Yeah,
BMJ,
Who hasn't? Twice last year.
Yeah, exactly. I don't need to tell you about the BMJ Journal. Conducted by several Denmark researchers, says for the first time ever that men are actually outliving women in the last 200 years at about the same rate women are outliving men. Slightly less, actually. But we do have an advantage over the house if 2 key factors are met in men. They're married and have a college degree, and those people will outlive unmarried stupid women that don't have degrees.
Look at that.
Boom.
Even the odds.
Yeah, that's what
Wes,
I'm
you
talking about.
you got to put a ring on it now.
Yeah. Wait, I'm still pretty dumb. So let me get this straight. If I have
Just
a college
degree, doesn't matter. They didn't say. They didn't care what college is from. They just said degree.
Right. Yeah. If I have a degree and I'm married, I will live longer.
Single women.
Single women.
Don't have a
yeah.
degree.
Perfect. Well, I mean, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what happens when you're in the alley getting fucked every weekend.
This is what you're getting diseases. This is what the BMJ says, That's right. Those idiots.
Those sluts, of course,
that's what happens with
young.
those sluts.
Put down the couch and pick up a book.
This is obvious.
Yeah, I agree. And this is despite the CDC saying in 2020 that the life expectancy for men in the U.S. is 74 years and 79 years for women, a 5-year gap. And the World Health Organization also saying that the life expectancy for women globally is higher. But what those idiots aren't taking into consideration is lifespan. Life expectancy is an estimate of the average years a person can live. Lifespan is the maximum number of years a person can live. And like I said, married men with degrees aren't out there hunting for puss as much and getting in cavemen-like fights to the death.
Less
so
stress.
their lifespan is equal to or greater than women, specifically those that are hunting for cocks.
The ones in the alleyway.
That's right.
I bet you, Mark. I bet you that men who marry women that don't have degrees live longer than men that marry women that do have degrees too, because it's just be
No,
less
Wes,
stressful.
I think you're right,
unfortunately.
Wes.
No, it wasn't. I read the study. On
They have us by a
Wes,
bit. They
it
have
was
us
the
by a
opposite.
tiny bit in that one. Yeah.
Oh,
It was,
really?
it was
Damn.
the opposite on that. It was you and your partner affect one another on that.
Yes.
So
Well, you're
if
healthy.
they have more of the factors, then you get them too.
Look,
Oh,
if you
okay.
don't
Both
get what
other
I'm
way
saying,
around.
you probably don't have a lot of time left anyway. You know what I mean? The study also said that things like smoking had been holding men back until the 1970s. We were getting our asses kicked, but because we smoke way more than women.
So we evened it
historically.
up in the 70s. We stopped.
Well, we
smoking
started
as
getting a
much?
little bit more aware of cancers and shit. So like we calmed the smoking a little bit down starting in the 70s. So we got some years back, even in life expectancy. But
Nice.
the women all started getting some back on us with these fancy doctors and their better childbirthing technology in medicine. They're like saving the mother's
unfair.
lives too much or something. I don't know. I sent my wife a link to this study and texted her, "Uh-oh," and she wrote back, "Good. I can go first. You can keep me on the mantle, and I will be watching you every day."
That's what I thought too. I was with your wife. I was like, I read this one and I was like, I could do without this knowledge. I wish, because I'm in the group
I wanna
now
go
that I'm
first.
supposed
I
to
wanna go
survive
first.
longer.
I want to go first
And-
or at the same time. Yeah.
Society doesn't need men outliving women.
Right.
It
Well,
just, it just doesn't.
Like
need it.
I thought this whole time I was gonna get to.
A bunch of men
Be
in
done sooner.
in shambles. Women can survive without
Oh
us.
no, Wes. Well, that's what they said. Women can survive without you. That's
Yeah.
why married men are married men are like happy and they can live longer because they're content because they need a
Right.
partner more than a woman does.
Right.
Look, but what they don't know, what all of them don't know, Wes, is that the hard factor boys are going to be out living the hard factor gals that they're with, and they're going to be partying up at the Jimmy Buffett retirement home in like Florida and
Hard factor at the
just
villages. Yeah.
hound dogging it, old hound dog style.
Look at that guy's body.
Margaritaville hard factor would be hilarious.
Ooh.
I'll
See
be
you
there.
guys in 2060.
Yeah, I'll be there.
There we go.
2060.
We should like reserve our spots now.
Yeah.
Probably
We
will
should.
need to.
You want to get on that list
sign up.
early. Yeah. And that's today's cup of coffee, which was brought to you by Black Buffalo. If you're 21 or over and you dip or chew tobacco pouches or long cut, you have to instead try this tobacco alternative, Black Buffalo. And Black Buffalo is everything you love about dipping, including pharmaceutical grade nicotine, just without actual tobacco leaf or stem. It's dip literally made from edible green leaves and food grade ingredients with the same flavors, texture, aroma, pack, and nicotine as traditional tobacco flavors products. No compromise required. They do have all the flavors. They have wintergreen. What are you holding up there, Will?
I got a mint right here
Mints, yep,
in my
mints.
hand.
They got straight peach and even blood orange, my favorite. They sell their products at blackbuffalo.com. It's available in both long cut and pouches. Plus, if you're looking to ditch nicotine and tobacco, tap into their nicotine-free options called Zero. Black Buffalo Zero. They also have subscription options, so you can just kind of set it and forget it. They'll deliver it to your house. Born in the Midwest, it's been raised in the South. It's all in the USA. They make them a small batch, so the quality is good. Plus, if you're, it's 2022. Are you still dipping traditional tobacco or those white portion things? If so, and you're 21, it's time to get with Black Buffalo. It's everything you love about dipping, just without the actual tobacco leaf or stem. Head to blackbuffalo.com and use promo code HARDFACTOR at checkout for 25% off your first order. That's the best offer you'll find, but you have to use that code HARDFACTOR for 25% off your first order. One last time there, promo code HARDFACTOR, 25% off your order. Warning, this product contains nicotine is an addictive chemical.
All right. Guys, it's a shame that Pat isn't here for this one because as our resident master of sick revenge, he would he would love this one out of China.
Are you sure it's not about him?
Is that where he is?
No.
On a revenge kick?
Maybe. Guys, your wedding is supposed to be one of the greatest days of your life, I hear. Your friends and family all gather to celebrate you and your new journey, even though China, as you will see, has a higher divorce rate than the United States now, which is kind of crazy. 3.2 divorces per 1,000 people. The U.S. is sitting at 2.7.
Wait a minute.
So,
what?
Put it back up.
What?
What are you concerned about, Mark?
Yeah, what's going on?
That seems low.
2.7 per 100.
Per 1,000
Per 1,000 people, not per
married
1,000 marriages.
Oh,
per
per
1,000 people
Gotcha,
total.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a weird stat.
Weird stat,
Yeah.
but okay.
Right, it is. They're over 50% as we
also-
are hovering
okay,
there.
yeah.
But look, but you never go into marriage thinking it's going to end in divorce, unless you're the groom I'm about to tell you guys about. By the way, Maldives has the highest rate of divorce per
Well,
1,000
yeah,
people.
obviously. I mean,
But
come
look
on.
at this place. Who
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
divorced here?
Well,
Well,
because
it's
Wes,
you can't
the-
stop grabbing
exactly.
ass. Yeah.
Wes,
guess
you're
so.
in the Maldives. Every time you go out with your spouse, you get divorced.
Right.
Every single time you go out on the town, you end up
Probably.
with another person and divorced with your
It's
current spouse.
surprising
I
the
guess so.
Maldives isn't 1,000 out of 1,000
Yeah.
people.
Right. I guess you're
What
right.
ends up what you think is like going to be the fun first time you swing
Right.
ends up being just a couple swap and a divorce.
Right.
Yeah, I
Look
mean
at
that's
that
just
picture.
a swing.
Yeah, it's just
It's in
just
the
like
design of genitalia.
It is.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
like a flower. Yeah.
yeah.
it's just cabanas.
There's
of
a dick.
swinging.
The dick. Yeah.
It's all dick or
Yeah.
vagina shaped overhanging bungalows.
All right, you guys
over
are
the
right.
ocean.
Yeah, you guys are right. But look at Russia. Fuck them, sitting at the number 3 spot, right
Number
under
3.
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan, that makes sense. Everybody
That makes-
gets that.
Yeah, it's all miserable over there. So this video is actually from a couple years ago, but it's recently gone viral, I guess. What you're gonna hear when I play this is number one, the most annoying MC in the history of weddings, introducing a newlywed couple into their grand ballroom and getting the crowd really pumped for this couple. Looks like a nice ballroom, probably at like a hotel, really fancy shit. I believe the groom is comes from money, from some other stuff I'm going to tell you. So after the MC gets the crowd to cheer for the couple a few times, she then says, "Okay, now we're going to show you a short video of how the couple grew up." I mean, it's like your basic American wedding. Like even the wedding music they use over there is the same.
They're doing like the cheesy like slideshow photographs. And,
Yeah, here they are as kids. Here they're growing up. Here they are in high school. Here's the awkward stage.
they
Here
meet,
they
blah, blah,
met.
blah.
Here they are, and then blah blah blah. That's what they were going to do. That's what everyone thought they were going to do. And so the crowd thinks that they're going to watch this cute little slideshow and getting and always a hit, right? But nobody knows. What nobody knows is A.
It is always a hit, by the way.
Yeah.
Though you're
Oh,
right.
it's always
I
a
mean,
hit.
you
Especially with
as a
old
wedding
people.
videographer would know.
Yeah. Oh, it's always a hit. People are just
Always a
enthralled.
hit.
They love it. There's a lot of laughs. But what nobody knows is A, the bride's a whore who has been cheating on the groom with her
One
brother-in-law.
guy knows, right? Yeah, the brother-in-law
there's
knows.
a few people know. People that know. Yeah. The groom knows.
With the brother-in-law.
The groom knows. The brother-in-law
somebody in the
knows.
family. She's married.
His sister's. The groom's
Oh.
sister's husband.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
get it. Groom's
yeah.
sister.
So nobody knows that the bride's a whore has been cheating on the groom with her brother-in-law, and while his sister was pregnant, no less. And what nobody also knows is that the groom set up a hidden camera during a renovation project.
Oh,
on
she
their
was getting pregnant, slammed out by.
No. She was the brother-in-law was cheating on
his pregnant wife.
with the groom's
sister
new
of-
wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought this was a shotgun wedding and she was getting
No.
So
It was
okay.
a Hunter Biden scenario.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Fucked up. Yeah. So
Okay.
also what nobody knows, except for the groom, is that the groom set up a hidden video camera during a renovation project in their new house to catch these two bastards in the act, and he replaced the video that was supposed to be a cute little coming of age slideshow with her getting railed by her brother-in-law.
Yes.
And,
Her having an orgasm.
I don't know, but here's the clip. Here's the clip.
He played it at the
Yeah. Here's the clip.
各位亲家朋友，给你喜欢那个张大哥的公子婆媳妇为我一起，大家怕不怕不？
The happy couple.
Yeah, the happy couple.
两个帅，你看好看，大家都是对。
The groom's request. Here's a video of them.
Hip hip hooray! I don't know what they're saying, but
something like that.
Nothing can go wrong for them at this point.
Right. We wish them a lifelong of happiness.
This is after the marriage.
Yeah, this is after the marriage. Now we're gonna show you a clip slideshow, and boom, there's the hidden camera. The crowd gasps.
He pushed her. She pushed
Yeah, he
him.
pushed. So the video cuts out because everyone just gasps. But what you see on screen, a
That
giant
looks
projector.
Like the brother-in-law.
Yeah, a giant projector screen is basically what it looks like. Is any like if you watch Cheaters, any hidden camera like blurred out like Nest Cam, but it wasn't blurred out. Cause they blurred it out for TikTok so they wouldn't get removed, but it wasn't blurred out the reception.
Oh, so he
it's
had
just,
like a good angle of it.
oh
He,
yeah,
like, had
just nakedness. Yeah.
Oh.
And as soon as the
She's saying things like, "You're so much better than my fiance."
right, yeah. Only reason I'm with him is blah blah blah.
What a revenge! This guy's hilarious.
Oh, he's insane, dude. So what you hear when the video starts playing is the groom yells, "You think I didn't know about this?" And then the bride throws her bouquet at him, and then it's just chaos, right? So to be fair,
He still went through with the wedding.
right, because he's a fucking psycho. This guy has money, and the only reason that this woman so to be fair here, there's reports that the people familiar with this couple that the groom was domestically abusing her over the course of their relationship, but she decided to stay after he bought her brother a house and helped him find a job. So he's got money, so he's helping out her whole family. This is like a rags to riches kind of like
her.
yeah. Now he's torturing her like, you little fucking peasant. Yeah, this is what you get. And it's probably like you know an honor thing. Like he doesn't know who else knew, so this is the way to get back his honor.
There's no honor in this. I mean, he's
No,
crossed
but
the honor threshold.
He wants to make her life just go to hell,
right
because that's
this is
Did
very
you mention-
dishonorable.
Did you mention when this was from?
2019.
Yeah. Throwback Thursday.
Yeah. It's but it like New York Post had it on their thing
It's
today.
no one really.
It's making the rounds. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
and some people think that this was staged because there's like a watermark on the video
I think it was staged.
from some video sharing site.
Why
But
would he
okay,
marry her?
sure, but if it was staged, it still is an insane stunt to pull, like in front of, because obviously no one else knew except for
did
them
they get
if it was
divorced
staged.
after this? Like what's
Yeah, no,
going on?
I don't think
Well,
they're together anymore. Yeah,
So I think it was staged. Now I would be if I had one interview from a single aunt or uncle or anyone at the wedding. That would change my mind. I'm saying I think the entirety of it was staged for virality. Like people in the crowd were just friends in on it. Like that's what I'm saying.
you think that everyone
Saying
was,
that there was no
just totally
ceremony.
fake.
I'm saying like where was the ceremony? What if it's just like a video that they made? Like we make sketch videos in the past.
It looked
like,
pretty real. I think like
well,
it
you can
looked
put
pretty-
a suit on and do a
the
video.
MC sounded
True, it's
pretty
true.
authentic. The I mean, it was
would be a good
very.
I've never been to a Chinese wedding, but I
I'm saying
would
it's possible.
I've been to a couple. It looks just like that.
possible. It could have been a fake video.
It could have been a fake video, but I'm going to choose to believe it wasn't a fake video. And what a wedding to go to if it wasn't. I mean, you just pick a wall and just grab a drink and just let
reception.
Yeah, that
just
reception would
turned.
be amazing.
Well, you're
Wild.
watching. Also, horniness is going to be high because
yeah.
everybody's like, "Holy shit! Did you see what happened with them?" And everybody's going to be like
There's a
weirdly
Good
like
chance you
anxious,
could
but also horny.
snag the
Yeah.
bride later that night.
Yeah, you can snag
Good-
anyone.
Yeah, good chance. Everything is on the table at that point.
It just turned into the Maldives.
Yeah, exactly.
It really did.
Maldives mode.
So, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that like if you found out somehow that
Wouldn't go through
you're
with the marriage.
right? But okay, so you just would, yeah, you would just.
I think
nothing
that
like this.
yeah, you would somehow get a way to play that.
What if you had
shit
enough
you wanted to
money
play it before the marriage?
What if you had enough
like
money to
annulments?
just completely if you could get it annulled and you had enough money that she wasn't going to get any money from you, but you just wanted.
Probably did look up the annulment laws.
Yeah.
So it probably didn't cost him anything.
Right. You can usually get marriages annulled within 24 hours or something like that.
If you really wanted to revenge her, why couldn't you have just done it at the ceremony when they ask if you do? You say, I do not.
Because more people were probably at the reception.
Yeah, because it's better to do it this way.
And
he probably knew legally he was fine. So like,
and it was just.
I mean, the guy's
surprise.
a nut. The guy's a
he's
nut.
He's a psycho. Yeah.
He's a total nut. And if he's abusing her, I'm sorry for her.
Yeah.
But
they both
what a
sound
move.
Like horrible people because he beat her up and she cheated on him. Not great people. But could you pay for the priest to like do like a fake? I do like you like not count it as a ceremony and then go to the reception. Like, you know what I mean? Like
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet both worlds if you could like have it not be legalized.
Right.
And then go to the reception.
I think you can get things annulled within 24 hours.
I think the annulment though, it's fine. Are you saying you just don't want an annulment on your record? You feel like it's a bad thing?
don't want the annulment on the record. No, you don't want that on the record.
I don't know, but I think an annulment's fine.
Yeah, it's not just bad. It's divorce.
It's a conversation starter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
especially
why
if
did you
this
annul
happened?
that shit?
Yeah. Well, she's fucking my brother-in-law.
Yeah. You want to see the video?
Wow, my sister was pregnant. Yeah, check it out. I got it on my phone.
You know if it's an annulment, something pretty bad happens.
Oh yeah. Well, either that or you like got drunk in Vegas.
Well, that's still pretty bad. You made a horribly rash decision.
Oh yeah, but annulment in Vegas is hilarious.
Yeah, I think that's probably pretty normal, right? They got to annul so many.
People marry their friends and shit in Vegas.
I don't want someone watching my child if they, have a couple annulments on their record. I judge someone with an annulment. I'll put it that way.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Not a divorce, but an annulment. I think you're a little bit.
I can't find the stats right offhand, but I bet you there's a lot of annulments in Vegas per year.
Oh yeah, and the Maldives. Said.
Oh yeah, the most in the Maldives.
The more fun the city, the more annully it gets. Yeah.
I'm gonna look up how long you have to get. Within 30 days, the annulment petition must be filed within 30 days of marriage. A judge can grant an annulment if the marriage took place within 72 hours after the marriage. This is in Texas, so I imagine it's pretty similar because Texas is very conservative. Like they want marriage.
This guy could have gone on a bender and still gotten the annulment after
he's fine. Yeah, he could have gone on the honeymoon by himself, and had a good time and then come back and annulled her. So anyway,
that's awesome. I mean, if you get the opportunity to do it, I think you got to pull the trigger and play the video.
I mean, those are some of the best videos on YouTube, or when a guy has that and catches his like woman, or a woman catches his man, her man.
Never been in the situation, but yeah.
Well, no, they just bust them with the video, and then they film it. It's hilarious.
Wes,
it's amazing.
You've done like
the cheater watching the video is so good.
Have you seen anything like even remotely similar to like?
No,
at the reception, like the bride and groom disappears.
I've seen a fight. That was it, but I've never seen anything like this.
Have you ever seen one just get canceled for like somebody like I object, and then the whole thing just falls apart?
No, nothing. Okay. I can't wait till that happens. Honestly.
One day, you've been waiting for it forever.
Yeah,
probably
that would be a sign. Your last one.
Your misery is my pleasure.
Every time they're like, "Does anybody have any objections?" Wes perks up,
hands the camera to everyone.
Here we go, folks.
All right, let's move on to the last segment of the day.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
That's right. Thank you, Darcel. Today's TikTok International Moment is going to take us back to Ukraine, where there's a shocking update. You guys aren't going to believe it. Then over to Germany, before finally ending up in Colombia, which I thought was Italy, but we're going to Colombia to watch an Italian sprinter, decathlete, and you'll see what happened to him in Colombia. But first, fellas, an update on that sinkhole. So turns out it doesn't take a scientist to figure this one out. So nice try, scientists. Didn't need your help on this one. But the giant sinkhole keeps imploding on itself in Chile is a result, as you guys originally guessed, of the copper mine owned by Canadian firm London Mining. Yeah. And it turns out they dug a little too carelessly there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So basically, these Canadians basically just chiseled out all of the earth in this entire area that they own, and now the earth is just falling in giant holes inside.
This is what people said was going to happen with fracking, isn't it?
It turns out it happens with Canadian mining.
Yeah.
Any sort of digging into the earth. Any sort of intense, like digging into the earth. Yeah. It's not 100% solid underneath there. Yeah, there's like little pockets everywhere. And
right.
Different
so they're being
styles
sued.
of soil and shit. Yeah.
So Chile, they finally like broke their silence on it, and they were like, after looking at what happened, because obviously we read the quote from the Canadians at first, and they're like, oh yeah, we have no idea what happened, eh? But then Chile was like, we finally got to get in there and look at it, and they're like, these guys are crazy. We're suing them. Like, of course, the mining firm claims they've told everybody all along, blah blah blah. Going to be a legal battle, but it's definitely the mine that caused all of it.
Yeah. That's a shocker. That's like COVID coming from the Wuhan lab.
Exactly.
Like, the Chilean mining company 5 feet away did it.
Yep. It was them, Mark. It was good. That was a great guess. Great guess on that one. Nailed it. Diagnosed that one. Pretty sure you guys all did. Pretty much. When
I had either the mining company or Space Laser.
I was hoping for Space Laser. I know. I mean, I wanted underground aliens, but miners are basically the same thing.
More logical than miners.
Yeah. Wes, what did you think it was going to be the mine?
I mean, that was a logical thing. I was kind of hoping it was like just a big like asteroid rock that just
space. That's a space laser.
I know. Upsetting, man. I didn't want to even read that update, but I figured we'd gone through the saga all together, and we needed to know what caused the whole.
Speaking of
Canadians
holes and mines and stuff, has anyone seen the Amazon Ron Howard documentary about the 13 Thai kids?
Oh no! Is that out?
About with the pedo guy Elon thing?
What's it called
Ron
again?
Howard's the director of this. It's called like 13 Survivor.
Oh, I saw a movie preview for that, so it's not the same thing. But they're making a movie.
The soccer coach, right?
Yeah, the soccer coach led the 13 kids into the cave. We predicted Disney was going to get right on it. Amazon outbid Disney.
Oh, Ron Howard.
And got Ron Howard. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty good. Also, is he going to incorporate Elon and the pedo guy into the?
I hope so.
I hope so too. Who's going to play Elon Musk?
Someone very pale.
Yeah.
13
lives.
Also
have to be a little chubby too. You think it could be like Louis C.K. if they put a wig on him?
Yes, I think it could. He's got the body type.
You could get that guy from that Mark put up from the Jimmy Buffett thing.
Oh yeah,
this guy. This guy.
That guy.
Yeah, there you go.
They'll just find a random dude in the villages.
Yeah.
Your body looks like Elon. Come
on.
It's
a small part. He only needs to be in the last 20 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, no, it's a side piece, but it's an important part of the story.
True.
Nice. Okay. To Ukraine, fellas, for the first real stop of this trip, Steven Seagal has been spotted on the battlefield areas of Olenivka.
Is that in Ukraine?
Olenivka.
What took him so long?
Yeah. I don't know.
Is he fighting for Russia?
Well, Mark, it's a frog of war story. So
he's like
it's
a
hard
Russian
to get
citizen, and he's butt buddies with Putin. So
right, exactly. So, and this was released by Russian state media, and it's in
Russian teenage girls left and right.
He probably got paid to go over there and take a few pictures supporting the war.
Okay. Oh, 100%, Wes. Yeah. And this is in the Donbass region of Ukraine, which is obviously they're fighting for. And here he is. You can see him, guys, surveying some damage inside some type of structure in a backwards hat and tactical cargo pants.
Some good bombing here.
Yeah, great bombing.
They bombed the shit out of this.
Lots of lives lost.
Yeah. Looks like this place was under siege.
How about him needing a personalized fan in his when he goes to movies and he gets like the trailer, he needs special fans pointed at him
because he needs it like 50 degrees inside.
Witness that firsthand.
Yeah.
His personal
fan.
He's losing it.
They had a long tube running right to his head.
At all times?
Yeah, at all times.
Yeah.
He had his own chair. He had his own cooling station.
What movie was that on the set of again?
That was a Machete.
Machete original.
Oh my God. Steven Seagal. So yeah, there he was surveying some damage in his tactical pants and backwards hat. And again, here's a photo of him examining the remnants of a HIMARS missile strike near the Olenivika prison camp. So that's just him. I don't know why he's examining this piece of missile like it means anything, but
he doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Some guy's telling him to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's what you guys said at the beginning. It was released by Russian media, state media.
Right.
Frog of War applies heavily because the Russians say that he was there to do what exactly what West said, which was like go and bless a site where they had destroyed everything and like bombed like prisoners of war or something. And the Ukrainians suggest that the pictures that they released, that the Russians released, were just something that they got of Seagal like earlier or something, and that like the timing's not right.
I am
Anyways,
absolutely shocked.
He said, she
it
said, blah
wasn't,
blah blah.
I'm so shocked that it wasn't like a bunch of Russian guys dressed up in like Ukrainian men's national soccer team uniforms to show that they're Ukrainian, even though they're Russian, and him just like judo flipping like 80 guys, like just flipping fake Ukrainians left and right.
Yeah, that would have been more effective. The Russians should have got more creative.
Yeah.
And Seagal is just like, I don't understand what he's doing. I think Seagal's clearly lost his mind a long time ago, well before he had the personal fan and house of Asian women that he collected in California.
Asian and Russian women.
Mm-hmm. Right, Asian and Russian is good point. Good clarification.
He's
just
the biggest
not
ego of anyone in the world, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, legitimately.
Well, him
and
Putin are tied. That's
right.
He's sticking his nose in the middle of actual wars. I don't know what he's thinking.
He's a douchebag.
Right, for sure. It's not a movie, Steven. Also, a Russian airbase, and this is a reason why he should keep his eyes peeled. A Russian airbase in Crimea has been hit with a massive explosion, and Russians are now leaving the beaches there to return to Russia. So this is a guy who got a photo of it. You see it, the bomb's already gone off or whatever. There it is. That's the boom of it.
Tell you, that dog hates this war.
Huge ass explosion over in Crimea. So basically, looks like the Ukraine is like now targeting counteroffensives in southern Ukraine, now including Crimea. That was a Russian airbase that was hit. Pretty big update there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks
to Big Ounce and EB Mara for that one.
There was someone else in the Discord sent us because we talk Seagal a lot. Obviously, if you're a patron, you know why we did a deep dive and explained why.
Right, Wes's history is forever linked with Seagal.
Yes,
he stole my girlfriend. Yeah.
Yep.
for a short period, you got her back.
You got her back.
She was one of the Asians that he had at the House of Asians in
yeah, but
Russia.
she wasn't a prostitute.
She was a little bit too old. She was
but
like
she
a
didn't.
house madam. Yeah.
It was also
she was cooking for him.
Yeah,
right. It was also like a visit. It wasn't like she didn't live there for an extended period of time.
She lived there for a month.
Yeah.
But there were other chicks. Most of the chicks were there for like years.
Oh yeah, the Russian chicks that she talked about were in the basement. They were there for
a lot of our listeners. A lot of our listeners know that we bust on Seagal a lot because of it, and they sent us in the Discord back in the day. Cumtown, the Tom Segura's like one of his shows. They did a 13-minute breakdown of like his most recent direct-to-DVD movie, and it's pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
They talk about the special effects and how it's a pretty funny.
Oh, you can't. His filmography is nothing to shake a stick at.
It's
long.
Impressive.
Yeah,
it's funny.
he's kept doing movies. You wouldn't believe it.
You haven't heard of 99% of them.
No,
yeah,
he's the direct-to-DVD king.
Yeah. He's still doing movies. You wouldn't believe it. Okay, over to Germany. We're making our way. Well, this is our last stop in Europe, in Germany, where Friedrich Wilhelm K. I guess they don't give out last names in German court, and his wife Judah or Huda. How do you say it? Huda, Judah. They claim that they are being tortured by the Rooster next door in their house, and they're taking its owners to court over what they claim is up to 200 crows a day, cock-a-doodle-doos a day. The rooster named Magda, and here he is, apparently starts crowing at 8 a.m. and never stops until he's back in the coop to sleep again at night.
That's a broken rooster.
Yeah, he's just a fucking rooster. It's like a regular rooster, but he's in like a residential neighborhood. But Wes, many in Europe and across the globe have their eyes locked on the Lemgo District Court to see if you can actually shut your neighbor's rooster up by taking him to court. What do you guys think? Do you think that you should be able to or not?
Yes.
I think like Alice in Chains saying Here they come to snuff the rooster. You got to kill that thing.
My parents live in a a pretty nice neighborhood out in like the Shenandoah like mountains in Virginia, and a few houses down from them, someone has a rooster. So when I'd wake up and I'd be like letting the dogs out. Like I wake up early as fuck and smoking a cigarette, and like the rooster would start crowing, and it was nice because he was just far enough away that you could hear him. So it felt like
that's out in the country. Though.
Yeah, but it was just like, this is like a residential neighborhood.
It's okay if you're not in a farm. I think anyone can. If they can get on your property and kill the rooster without you killing them, that's allowed. I think you're allowed to kill a rooster.
What I'm saying is, it was nice. It was nice when it was a few houses away. It was still
like the morning time.
Right. Oh, but perfect. If I was right next door to him, I'd want to fucking kill him.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
There should be rules on killing a rooster depending on how close you are to the house.
Yeah.
Really rooting for Frederick Wilhelm and his wife on this one because I think that it's bullshit. The guy next door, he's like, I have to have the rooster for the hens. I cannot lose the rooster. And then, but I mean, like, come on, you're killing your neighbors.
So you should be able to then, like, as a neighbor, like, you should be able to, like, go over to their house and play, like, loud static in their ears for a couple of days, a month or something like that. You have to be able to fight rooster with rooster type annoyance.
Mm-hmm. You should be able to like get like a fox,
but it's probably illegal. Yeah,
that would be take their wives to the Maldives for a year if they've got a rooster.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's a fair punishment. I hope the court rules the way that we're thinking. Okay, fellas, last stop all the way over in Colombia, South America. Like I said, I thought we were going to Italy, but no, Colombia to see Italian decathlete Alberto Nonino, and he was having an excellent U20 World Athletics Championships until this happened during the 400-meter race last week. I don't know. Have you guys seen this video?
No. What could go wrong in a 400-meter race? It's not hurdles. It's just
it's just a 400-meter race. Decathlete.
One lap around the track.
One lap around the track. I mean, what could happen? You know. Let's watch and see. So
where is he?
There they go. They're in the starting blocks.
High jump or javelin or.
Boom,
so
there they go.
The final event of day one for the from Pierre.
So what happened there? He just got a front wedgie.
He got a front wedgie, Wes, and it turns out that Alberto's penis came clean out of those shorts, apparently. I guess since he can be seen here trying to stuff everything back in.
You just got to run with your penis out, man.
Holy shit. You got to just let that thing fly.
You just got to run with the penis out.
Yeah. I know he was doing so good. Anyways.
Well, he's also like just going to be, that's going to be good for him.
If you look at where he got self-conscious, it's when he got in front of the fans. He was catching back up because he was round in the corner.
Empty half the stadium. He didn't give a fuck.
Exactly. When he got to the straightaway where it was like 10,000 fans looking at his penis, he got nervous.
And he did say that. And he's young. He's 18. This is the U20s. He was doing great. He should come back and compete. He's got 2 more years. Yeah. And he did say that, Mark, he felt bad. So he felt like he had to put the monster away, which was nice of Alberto. But anyways, Alberto thanks his family and also the thousands of DM slide-ins he got for helping him to get over this thing later that day. He said he was at first extremely embarrassed, but then
you need a pretty large penis for that to happen, I would imagine. My penis ain't flying out of my shorts.
Most guys were all over this guy.
Most guys with wrenches don't compete in decathlons.
Yeah, he was about to win the decathlon instead of giant schlong.
Never have I worried about running and being like, I hope my penis doesn't fly out. No, it's staying pretty put.
If your penis is that big, you don't have to train that hard.
They give him first place anyways. We all saw it, Alberto. It was impressive.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the name of the hammer toss?
He won the race. I mean, really.
Yeah, he
won
really
it.
Did.
Yeah.
If you run your dick out of your shorts, you should get some kind of like asterisk award at least.
It's hilarious because they all wear the short, shorts in track.
He's like wearing like the Kenyan sprinter shorts.
He needs to wear different shorts. Yeah.
No, he's got too much for those shorts. Yeah.
Guys, I'm retiring from the decathlon. My penis is too big.
Well, it's what he loves though. But he might find something else he loves now. Now the world knows what he's working with. And that's going to do it for the TikTok International Moment. That's going to do it for Hard Factor today. Mm-hmm. It's wheel time.
Wheel time. Are we doing 3-man wheel or what are we doing here?
Yeah. Maybe just do the 3 of us probably.
3 of us? Okay.
Just in case. We're not sure when Pat will be rejoining.
He'll be rejoining
at the
soon.
moment, but he'll be rejoining soon.
Not
We just don't
stress.
know
Yeah,
exactly
don't
what
worry.
day. Yeah,
Nothing
do not
to
worry.
about.
He'll be rejoining
Back
soon.
to
We just do
back.
not know what day.
Back-to-back coffees.
Ooh, 3 shows and a
Marv.
coffee. That's smart.
The wheel knows you're going on vacation, brother.
Yeah,
Double
so-
dipping. Yeah, it's getting you before you're out. Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
The wheel's so smart. It's crazy.
Really is.
Yeah.
It's back on me again.
Smart wheel.
Love the wheel this
Motherfucker.
week.
The
Man, I
wheel,
love
the
the
wheel
wheel
loves
this week.
West too.
Yeah.
Wheel's back on TikTok. This is my like 4th in a row besides one coffee. So yeah, another TikTok
See you
streak for me.
tomorrow for coffee.
Mark will have your coffee. Wes will have perhaps another story of revenge. Perhaps
maybe,
not. Perhaps
maybe.
something else altogether.
I might
Most
have an
importantly,
update on Alberto. He's going to be doing fine. Those will be happy updates.
oh, he's good. Yeah, that's more good news. We're guaranteed. Albert for the rest of Alberto's life, every day, it'll be happy. That's gonna do it for Hard Factor. Most importantly, we love you. Share the videos on all the platforms, including Snapchat, like Wes told you at the top. But we also post videos on everything: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook,
Share,
YouTube.
like, save.
Everyone.
Put that,
Get in
like,
there.
Flag things to save.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Help us out.
We
help
might be
us
on Pinterest soon.
help
That's
us
right.
get these algorithms going and whatnot. But most importantly, have a great fucking day.
Hard Factor. Cheat on the news. Patreon.com/Hard Factor.